Alright, I'm back. And thank you, Wiffle Waffle, for saying go take your time and eat. Thank you, thank you. I rushed anyway, but thank you. Alright. Now, as I was eating lunch, taking my bathroom break, I'm kind of excited, actually. I love this game. Love it. I also haven't seen all of it. So, this is actually the game that I tend to play off stream, and I have good reason for this. It's pretty much entirely because I think this game's a little bit hard to understand when you're not familiar with it. I can explain it, but I can't explain all of it. What we're going to do today is we're going to start a new campaign. Of all the campaigns, generally I play Grand Campaign, the Old World. And the Old World has several different playable races, all of which play very differently, and they all have different goals they're trying to achieve, and they all have different unit types. But they all exist within the same world, so it's a little bit hard to explain how it works. Oh, Error says, welcome back. My internet is not wanting me to connect, but good timing. Excellent. Welcome back. Yeah, the reason I wrote that I returned in the text was because sometimes if you just stay on the web page, it'll refresh. Sometimes it'll refresh itself, and then you can see the stream again, and then other times it won't refresh, but the chat will refresh. So, by announcing that I return in the chat, if you refresh your webpage, you should be up to date. But, anyways. Well, welcome back, Error. How have you been? Long time no see, eh? All over 10 minutes. I think it's been roughly 10 minutes. Anyway, I was just saying that I'm really excited to show this to you guys. It is a little bit... There is a little bit of a learning curve. I'll explain it to the best of my ability. I don't understand everything, but I will explain it to the best of my ability. I can assure you, this game is top tier. It is so good, but it does require a little bit of explanation, so please bear with me. I'll do my best to explain it as best I can, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me. Whether or not I'm able to answer the question is another story. So, normally I play Grand Campaign. Prepare thyself. The old world trembles, and the ground shakes with marching armies, for there is naught but war. In the old world campaign, you must make your race supreme amongst the rabble, usurpers, and the many enemies you'll encounter as you conquer. This is the ultimate test of generalship and statecraft, with the fate of the old world and the lands beyond in your hands. Eternal war and fleeting glory are yours to command. Conquer this world. So, these are all the different factions you can play as. I've already played as Empire. I'm currently working on Dwarfs in like the end game. But the next one in that line is Clan Angrund. So that's what we're going to play today. So what's kind of tough about playing this game that you might not know from the outset is that everybody in this universe is like racist. I don't know how else to phrase it. They don't like, some factions do not like other factions on the basis of race alone. So the dwarf factions are racist against elves and orcs and vampires. They're okay with the Empire, and I think they might hate Bretonia, but they're generally okay with the Empire. But it's pretty much like, if you're not one of the dwarves, if you're not one of the humans from the Empire, if you're anything else, they're racist. they will hate you on the basis of that alone. Which creates a problem, because several of the factions, right, they're not under one banner. So like dwarves and like Clan Angrund, there's several different dwarves factions, or sorry, sub factions, right? They don't all necessarily agree. However, like let's say you're trying to make friends with a dwarf faction. If you have a peace treaty with the orcs and you're trying to make friends with another dwarf faction, they'll be like, you know, we want to be friends with you, but why aren't you killing the orcs? And then they're going to hate you based off of that alone. So understanding who hates who and for what reason is definitely for your benefit when playing this game. Like, I was playing the Empire first, and I had a hard time because I was trying to be friendly with everybody, but you can't be. You have to pick a side. So being friendly, or even making somebody a vassal, so a vassal is, like say I made Error my vassal. So that would basically mean that Error is kind of like a, I don't want to use the word submissive, but that's the only word I can think of. Like a submissive faction. So what they do is they know they're not going to win against you. So they provide you money every turn so that you don't kill them. That's basically what a vassal is. So even if you were to have like a vassal, you laughed at me too. There's no good way to phrase that, but they're kind of a submissive faction. So even if you're playing as the dwarves and you hate, and the other dwarves hate the orcs, if you have the orcs as like a vassal and you're not just killing them, then the dwarves are going to get mad about that as well, because they believe that the orcs need to be wiped out. They don't care if like the orcs are being like a vassal state and they're handing you money every turn. The dwarves want all the orcs to be wiped off the face of the planet. So in that way, it's kind of tough. So, but there's a few more things to explain. So the Empire is kind of like the base faction. The humans, generally speaking. Human royalty, I guess you could say. This is all in a fantasy universe. The other thing is that Warhammer Fantasy is separate from Warhammer 40k. They're run by the same parent company, but they are two separate universes. So they have some level of overlap. It's kind of like, you know, when Final Fantasy, the universes are different, but they're all like by the same company. It's kind of similar to that, in that there is some like overlap in terms of like the names of like chaos and whatnot, but like for the most part they're separate entities, separate universe. Anyways, so that's the Empire, that's the dwarves. I don't know how to explain Bretonnia. I haven't played Bretonnia. Bretonnia just gets into conflict with me all the time, so I don't know how to explain that. Wood elves, the elves in green here, they mostly keep to themselves, but they're really hard to kill. The elves are really powerful, but they also don't really leave their home. They hang out in this forest, and they just, you know... Anyways. And then the orcs fight with the dwarves for land. So, Greenskins, Crooked Moon, and Bloody Hands are all considered orc factions. Vampire Counts and Von Karstein are both vampire factions. They're both universally hated by everybody. So vampires are pretty much only in it for themselves. They're not really friends with anybody. They can be, but generally speaking, they're going to be hated. The reason for that is because anytime vampires or chaos inhabit a region, that region becomes corrupted, which, for anybody that is not a vampire, it does damage to them, basically, just by being in the region. So people hate vampires because they corrupt the regions. Chaos is the friend of no one. So over the course of the game, you're pretty much starting the game trying to make as many friends as you can, because eventually, on a random turn in the future, Chaos is going to invade the north and is going to slowly make its way down to the south. Chaos is the friend of nobody. They are extremely powerful. So the ultimate goal is that you want to make as many allies as possible. You want to be as strong as you possibly can, because Chaos is going to show up and is going to indiscriminately wipe out every single faction it encounters, and it will not hold back. So you have to be ready to fight Chaos. The good news is that they have no allies. The bad news is that they're extremely powerful. But yeah, Chaos is a friend of nobody. Exactly. They're led by Acheron the Everchosen. Or Archeon. Acheron. I think it might be Archeon. Beastmen, also the friend of no one. They just kind of show up. And Beastmen are kind of like low-level Chaos almost. They just randomly pop up to cause havoc. They're just kind of whatever. Norska and Wintertooth are kind of annoying as well, but they're mainly like snow region factions that just they're not really that big of a threat because they don't really leave their home very much. But the bad news, same thing with the Wood Elves. So the Wood Elves and the like Norska and Wintertooth, they live in special areas. They don't really leave the areas very much, but they're really hard to wipe out because where they live is really hard to fight. So in the case of Norska and Wintertooth, they live in really snowy climates. Just bringing your army into the snowy climates causes them to face attrition, so they start to lose health and manpower just by being in the region. So it's really hard to fight the enemy when you're losing your allies just by walking. So Norska is snow, and then the Wood Elves, they live in like a magic forest. Same concept though. The magic forest kills people. So, but glad you'll use it from now on. Excellent, excellent. I'll be right back though. Before we get started, my sister brought food. In addition to what I just ate. So I'll be right back. BRB. I'm back. I appear to be interrupting girls' hangout day. But my sister brought me food, so it's I don't even know what it is. It's like some kind of like not like a chip, but like a anyways. It's almost like a chip stuffed with some kind of crab thing. And it has some kind of jalapenos on it. Anyways, it's really good. I had one, but there's 2 left in this box. Anyways, alright. Clan Angrund. The dwarf chief's purpose is to take back their rightful possessions and right the wrongs recorded in the Great Book of Grudges. Sarsnick, a night goblin warlord, all but dominates the lost fortress of Karak 8 Peaks. Belegar Ironhammer has taken this grudge very personally indeed, and intends to set the record straight. A tall order? Not really. Oh, had to step away also. No worries. Welcome back. Welcome back. Error. I'm very excited to show you this game, man. So excited. Okay. Let's,
Lord of the Angrund.
Let's get straight into it. So, I guess we'll just go with Belegar Ironhammer. Powerful offensive melee fighter and leader, has the siege attacker attribute, ancestral grudge to recapture Karak 8 Peaks, early access to rangers to the outpost, ranger outpost building. And the upkeep is 50% increase until Karak 8 Peaks is recaptured. That's crazy. Damn. Was I always playing on normal? I think so. Anyways. Unique building chain available at Karak 8 Peaks. I think I normally play on normal, but I've been getting stomped, dude, in this game. But welcome into Brave. Brave, you're just in time. Error says, let's do this. I'm excited as well. Dude, I am so excited to show you guys this game. I'm so excited. I did it like one time, but I didn't understand it super well, so... but now I understand it, like, moderately, and I love it, dude. So when this game goes on sale, $15 for the first game, it's like $9 for the third game. The third game's better. We'll get to that, but the third game... The first game has like a dozen playable factions. The third one has like 35 or something like that. That's too overwhelming for me, so I'm playing the first one and working my way up to playing 3. But right now, the first game, 10 out of 10. It's awesome. Anyways, let's get to it. And each faction has their own like story and whatnot, so... So, you guys will be just as blind to this as I am. We'll learn to an extent together, at least in regards to the story.
Clan Angrund is adrift, my lord Belegar, yet hope remains. The dwarf lords of Karak Izor have sponsored your quest to retake your ancestral home. A chance yet lingers. The journey will be long and perilous. There is much ground between here and your throne, and enemies are everywhere. To the north, the treacherous and duplicitous Skarsnik, self-proclaimed warlord of Karak 8 Peaks, moves to usurp your birthright once more. Time is of the essence. Yet in the east, the Badlands teem with more greenskins, and even the border princes may wish to exploit your plight. You must not relent. Through your rage and determination, the fortress of Karak 8 Peaks shall be returned to dwarf rule once again, with you, Belegar Ironhammer, as its rightful king.
Okay. The reckoning begins. The Angrund clan is beset by tribulation. Far from their ancestral home and with little of their former power, they nevertheless cling to hope. Angrund's strength endures in Belegar, aided by the spirits of his restless, vengeful ancestors and supported by allied clans. He will see the dwarf's glory restored. How they play. Karak 8 Peaks, the very core of this campaign, must be conquered. Taking note of the game effects below will aid you in capturing this most important of settlements. Cool. So, let me show you this map. So some of it's grayed out. It'll become more populated as we move through the map. But the gist of it that you need to know is that we are in this purple here. Clan Angrund is in this purple. This yellow area is the Border Princes. This is Karak Norn, which I'm pretty sure in my playthrough got wiped out. I think this is Owner Broken Nose. I think this might be orcs. Anything that starts with Karak is a dwarf fortress. So, but ultimately, this is the whole game map. This game exists in two parts. Half of the game is grand strategy. So you want to strategically choose what to pay for, how you're gonna fund your armies, how you're gonna increase your relations with other factions, right? And then the other half of the game is fighting in an RTS battle. So if your armies were to collide, now you're fighting, right? So let's see what we have to work with. We have some research we need to do, so I guess we can... Increasing the income for our settlements, I think, is the most important. As its subsidies. To grow the everlasting realm, the guild sends subsidies to make settlements old and new sustainable. So we'll get started on that research. At the bottom here, you can see the vaults. This area is called the vaults. So the vaults represents this region here, right? Well, sorry. This region here is represented by the vaults. The vaults consists of Karak Izor, Zarak Zil, and Karak Bufdar. I don't know how to pronounce these things. But the gist of it is that we own one part of this entire area. The other two are owned by, like, rivaling settlements. But other thing we do have, we have the best settlement there is right now. You can upgrade the settlement to be like increase the growth, the income generated, give you more slots to work with when you build buildings inside of it. But all you need to know right now is that we have a level 2 settlement. It has a barracks in it, which is used to create dwarf warriors, miners, with great weapons or blasting charges. And then if we upgrade it, we can make quarrelers, which are, they have like rifles to shoot. So, this banner represents a lord of an army. So, in this case, the flag represents Belegar. These ghosts here, well, rather, these, more like the icons, right? These represent heroes. So there's two different types of I was gonna say army on the map. That's not really accurate. There's two different types of units you can use. So one of them is a lord. So a lord is in charge of an army, right? And whereas the singular guys are heroes. So heroes can be used. Heroes, you can't like attack an army outright. You either send heroes on like dispatch missions where you can have them go and try to assassinate somebody, or cause damage to a settlement, or start like bothering a settlement. Heroes are for like harassment, basically. They can be used in a fight, but they have to be added to an army in order to use them in the fight. And in this case right here, I kind of feel that it makes the most sense for us to just combine right now.
Ready.
So that's what I'm going to do.
Let your
So we're going to embed these heroes into our army.
Go on then.
So now
Stay alive.
you can see that they're a part of our army down here. Now down here, when you click on the army, it'll show you
Ironhammer.
who's part of your little group here. This green bar on the side represents how many units are in your army. So in this case, it's like almost half full because we have 11 out of 20 units that we could have in this army. Okay.
Belagar.
So for now, we're going to embed ourselves into the settlement, and we are going to use that time to recruit more units. Recruiting units is extremely important. Of the units we have, I feel that Correlers would be the best, but we're going to have to wait for those. So, Dwarves called to war gather in their clan barracks, ready for a Thane's order to move out. So we'll do that, and to increase our income, we're going to make an ale store. The infamous and renowned dwarf beers are left to mature until needed. So now we're going to have to wait 2 turns in order for that to show up. I know it's complicated, or at the very least long-winded. Bear with me. It'll make more sense as we go along. So that's about all we need to know for now. The other thing is diplomacy.
Relations with foreign powers may be managed through diplomacy, my lord. Consider your situation carefully before accepting any agreement.
So diplomacy represents the factions that you know and how you relate to them. In this case, we are of the dwarf faction, but there's 2 dwarf realms that are not. Karak Hearn is like kind of aligned with us, but they don't really care for us, right? Ideally, what you want to do is you want to make friends with people that the dwarves are okay with, and ideally, like trade alliances or military alliances are generally for your benefit. Not always, but generally. And then keeping an eye on who. Oh, it's kind of blocked by my head, but well, you can kind of see on this left side, it shows who you're at war with, and then who you're like allied with, and then who you have a trade partner with. It's a similar thing behind my head. It shows what the other person doesn't like and what they do like. Or who they don't like and who they get along with. And using that to your advantage is kind of important. Anyway, so in the case of the Dwarf Realms, they have a trade agreement with Wiesenland. So I think ultimately making friends with
Dwarves.
this
I
empire
hope we can
probably
strike
should
some
be okay.
petty grievances from that.
Okay. So we managed to make a non-aggression pact with them, so at the very least they're okay with us.
Dwarves. I hope we can strike some petty grievances from that book you
They don't
hold
like
so
us enough to
dear.
do a trade agreement yet, though, so we're going to have to wait on that.
You may speak before my sheep.
Okay. And now we're non-aggression with Karak Norn, so good. Things are looking up for us. We have a lot of enemies, but we'll get there.
I stand defiant.
Okay, so the hard part is that
Zulrikas.
the dwarves are special in that they have a special movement. They can use a thing called the Underway. So the Underway is a... you could consider it like... Oh, welcome into Giggles. Wish I could have come in sooner, but I got a call. Now I got to get ready for work. Giggles, no! Welcome in. But glad you stopped by. Welcome in. I'm just explaining how Total War Warhammer works, but welcome in. How are you, Miss Giggles? I was just saying that the dwarves use a thing called the Underway, which is like underground tunnels. The good news is that they can move while being entirely immune to attrition, and you can traverse through terrain that is normally impassable. So like this mountain here, normally you can't walk over it, right? By normal means, you'd have to go all the way out and then come around. But if you use the underway, everything in yellow is where you can go. So if you use the underway, you can just teleport yourself down here, basically. But it's kind of like Bannerlord in a way, yeah. Very similar, Brave. Very similar. But using the underway is a great way to get past barriers without having to navigate around them. The downside is that if an enemy is nearby your underway while you're traversing through it, there's a chance they'll detect you. If they detect you, you will be forced into a 1v1. The loser gets wiped off the map. So if you lose the 1v1, you're screwed. If you're on the surface and you lose a 1v1, it's not so bad because, like, you lose a lot of units, but ultimately your army usually can get away. As long as they're not being chased, they can get away. Whereas in the underway, if you get caught, that's it. You either win or you lose. If you win, it's all great. But if you lose, it's over. So, but these guys don't have a lot of units yet, so I'm going to go harass them immediately. There's also these guys over here. So 2 different orc factions that I'm not really sure what to do with just yet. But I could wait here. I'm just kind of like... So my thought is that I want to take this guy out, but if I move, then it gives this guy an opportunity to attack my settlement, which isn't really what I want. If I go to attack this guy, then these guys can rise in power over time, which I don't want that either, you know. But I think we'll go attack the guy on the left. There we go. Now we move to the left. We're gonna have to take this guy out. So that's all the movement we can do for now. I don't know where Karak 8 Peaks is, though. It's somewhere. Anyways, this is all playable area. It's just covered in, like, the fog of war right now. You can't really see it, but there's a bunch of settlements around here. But down here is the only thing that's relevant to us right now. Alright. Let's pass time and see what everybody else is doing. And as you can see, they found us. So, just like I was saying earlier, if you use the underway, there's a chance that someone will detect you, and then you'll be forced into a 1v1. This is the 1v1. So, and Giggles says, have a great rest of your stream, man. Have a wonderful rest of your night, Giggles. I told Giggles she should watch the Backrooms movie. I didn't watch that movie myself, but I saw a little bit of, like, analysis about it on YouTube. It seems actually really interesting. Anyways, so now we're in an underway interception. So normally this bar is yellow and red. Red represents the enemy, yellow represents you. The more yellow the bar, the greater the chance you'll win. Right? So in this case, there's very little chance we're gonna lose. But Era says, I saw that movie. It is a mind twist for sure. I thought to myself, like, what could be so interesting about a movie about a bunch of empty rooms? And then I didn't watch it. But now that I actually saw the, like, analysis of it, I'm like, this sounds exactly like something I'd watch. So, I feel kind of bad I missed out. But, I mean, I think it's still in theaters, though, so... I mean, I could go to watch it, but I don't know when I'd find the time. If anything, I'd have to go, like, tonight or something, but... Anyways. Oh, welcome into Kitsune. Just missed Giggles. Giggles should be around tomorrow. Who's to say? But, welcome in, Kitsune. How are you? Welcome to Total War Warhammer. Welcome in. We are about to enter a fight with the orcs. Let's get started. You're still trying to wrap your mind around it? Dude. What I like the most about it... Like, I know a little bit of the plot twists, but, like... What I like the most is the idea that... Or all the details I've seen on YouTube that explain it. It's so cool. Anyways, so... Here's our units. every flag represents a collection of soldier types from your army, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to group them up so it's a little bit easier for all of us to understand how they work. So everybody right here is a hero character, right? A hero or a lord. So in this case, this is our lord character. They have a little star above their head representing the lord. And then these are our hero characters, who are individual units that do a lot of damage, right? Or they're more specialized. So these are pretty cool units. They do a lot of damage. They help to morale boost your team. The downside is that if one of them falls, it causes other soldiers to panic. If the panic becomes too widespread, the morale can drop low enough that you're going to lose control of your units. So you can see the green bar above their head represents health. The gray bar represents morale. The yellow bar represents ammunition. So let's take these dwarf warriors for example. So these dwarf warriors, they are they're good at melee, but let's say that one of my lord characters here just like dies, right? These guys, the morale's gonna drop and they might just like turn tail and run away. And if they run away, they're out. The good news is that they'll survive. Well, not in the underway, but generally speaking, they'll survive. The bad news is that, well, when you have your units retreating from the battlefield and not actually fighting, it's tough to win the fight when nobody's fighting, right? Anyway, these are our hero and lord units. So, great for attack, great for morale boosting. The downside being, if they die, it causes people to panic, right? Here is our hammer infantry. So these guys are just generally good at melee. Nothing special here. Same thing with these guys. I showed you these earlier, but these are the dwarf warriors. They're good at melee. They have shields. They're good at blocking charges. That's pretty much it. And then we have the miners. I think the miners are, yeah, these ones are considered melee as well. But they're kind of whatever. And then the final bit of it is these archers, right? So generally the way that you want to lay out these units, where you put your lords doesn't really matter. I mean, it matters, but not to a huge extent. Generally speaking, you want a front line that has shields to block charges. The more dense you make them, like if you make them like really like dense like this, it's harder for charging enemies to get through because there's so many people. You spread them thin like this, you got more coverage left to right, but the downside being that if someone were to charge, it's easier to break through the front line. So, we'll keep these guys in kind of the front. We'll put these, we'll keep those guys in front. We'll put the melee guys kind of on the side. And then we put the archers in the back, like this. Okay? So the idea is that the shield fellas here will block any charges. The archer fellas in the back will be shooting over these guys to hit anybody that the shield guys are fighting. And then these guys can go around the back and hit them. So I could have worded that better, but you understand. Anyways. And then on the other side, we have these fellas. So we've got all different kinds of orcs. It seems like they have a little bit of a front line. They have these cavalry units. So the cavalry units are used for harassment mainly. They're not super great in melee, but they're really good at breaking up units. So if you were to have, like, say, a really... Let's say you have, like a unit that's taking up a lot of... that's really good at fighting... I don't know how to put it. If you're in the middle of a clash, if you bring these guys around the back, they're gonna start like wiping out and demoralizing people. They're not really good at doing damage, but they are good at like breaking up a fight and disorganizing an enemy unit. Anyways, I'm talking too much. Let's get started. So, we're gonna move up a little bit, so I'm gonna tell them to move this way. And then I'm gonna tell my hero people to move up as well. So, it seems like the enemy knows that they're... Normally, if they think they'll win, they'll charge you. They don't think they're gonna win, so they're gonna let me go first. So, they're holding there because they know that me climbing this will probably not end very well for me, so we're gonna have to make our way over. The good news is that there is a fast forward button, so if it's taking too long, you can just fast forward. It's no big deal. Now the downside is that when you move this fast, or sorry, when you're... I have them moving faster than they should be. You don't really want to sprint into a conflict unless you have to, because it's kind of hard for the soldiers to sprint like 5 miles and then get into a sword fight. It's better that they, you know, slowly make their way over there, save their energy for the actual fighting. As you can see, the orcs disappeared because my units can't actually see them. So. Okay, and it seems the orcs are repositioning a little bit. Now, the good news is that they don't really have any archers. So we can kind of initiate this conflict. So when you hover over the archer units, it shows you the exact cone with which they can attack from. So if we were to move a little... Sorry. If we were to move a little bit closer, we'd be able to get them to start shooting. So let's get that going. A little bit closer. The downside is that I don't really like this lip here, this little bridge. So, okay, I think the orcs at this point will have some idea that they're about to be hit by archers, so we're gonna have to be a little careful. Yeah, see, now they're on the move. Now, their goblin wolf riders are kind of annoying, but I'm not too worried about it. But you can see how the wolf riders, see, they're just going straight through the front. It's because I have these guys spread too thin. When you thin out your front line like that, it becomes a lot easier for other units to just blast through your front line. And you can see that right here, they ran out of morale, so these wolf riders are generally going to retreat, which is a good thing for us. So. Right now, it's kind of a joke. They're not gonna... But you can kind of see the conflict as it's happening. I think that was a pesky or something. Sorry. There's a key that gets rid of the UI. That's K. There we go. You can kind of see how it's going. It seems like the orcs are already retreating. Now, the good news is that you don't need to win. You don't need to win by killing everybody. All you need to do is win the conflict such that the enemy either gets fully wiped out or just gives up. So, in this case, it seems like the enemy's just going to give up. Now, this little star signifies the enemy army's lord. So we've demoralized him, he's retreating, so everybody else is giving up because they think that they can't win. So that's how we just won. I know I'm talking a lot, but Hopefully it makes sense. Anyways. Let me... I'm trying to find a good time to stuff my face with food. Since I got them. Alright, we wiped them out. Now we can see the orcs are moving again. There's been a grudge issued. Seen as an oath unfulfilled and a sore point for all dwarves, the loss of Karak 8 Peaks was a low point for the Karazhan Corps. Since its fall, many dwarves have tried and failed to reconquer it. Belegar is the latest of these who has dedicated his life to reclaiming the famous hold. As a direct descendant of the last ruler of Karak 8 Peaks, Belegar and those in Clan Angrund consider its occupation their greatest grudge. Occupy the following settlement of Karak 8 Peaks. So we're just going to have to go to the right, so not too bad.
Revenge incarnate.
Now, it seems that Vicious Gobspit over here is trying to recruit some people, I think. We're still working on upgrading that. So, what we can do here, since we're standing right next to a settlement, we can attack it.
The Karak
And now we're going to fight another battle. And I'm going to put some food in my face.
ready to vengeance. For mountain and hall,
Damn, dude, this is spicy. Whew. It is so spicy. It's eating like... It's topped with jalapenos. It's not even... Whew, it's not even the pickled kind. It's like... freshly chopped. It is so hot. I'm suffering. Anyways, this fight should be a wash, so I'm not too worried about it. But... anyways, if you think that this is cool, let me tell you, I've seen... So the reason I started playing this game is because Warhammer... Total War Warhammer 3 was free to play for a weekend. Dude, Warhammer 3 has so much happening at once. This is like nothing by comparison. And I mean, we are kind of early game, so like, normally you'd have like double or triple the amount of units, but Warhammer 3 is like an insane amount of units. Actually nutty. Dude, we're so close to firing on them. There we go. Alright. Here's what it looks like from their little peon state. So they're trying to shoot back, but they're taking some pretty major damage. Pretty interesting, eh? I just love watching them fight. It's so fun to watch them fight each other. Okay, let's get our guys moving. We'll have our hero character start fighting. Not too bad. But the ultimate objective is to just demoralize. We don't actually have to win a fight, we just have to demoralize. So. Damn. Okay. We just took out the enemy's lord. that's good. Or at least demoralize them. They're still in conflict, though. But I don't think they'll be in conflict for much longer. No matter what, we're gonna win this fight. It's pretty much a wash. Which means it's the perfect time to continue eating. I love the music of this game too. It's so cool. Alright. More jalapenos for me, man. Sorry. So, we have unlocked a regiment of renown. This is kind of like a special, powerful version of a common unit. So, like, we can have dwarf warriors, but these are the warriors of Dragonfire Pass, which are just powerful dwarf warriors. All are made or unmade in the crucible of Dragonfire Pass. So it is with these resolute, peerless dwarf warriors. So we unlock them, but we have to recruit them, so it's not done yet. Anyways, let's get this wood going. So the idea is that we want to conquer this whole region. So Zarakzil is up next. We're gonna have to make our way south to take care of that. So I think that's all we can do for right now. So let's well, okay, so the other thing, if you want to get on the side of the dwarves, playing as a dwarf, if you attack orcs, everybody loves that, so, right now, we're on the up.
Come, kin. Let us feast and drink.
We're on the up right now. They like that we're attacking the orcs, so, not too bad.
Greetings on behalf of the
I'm trying to see what I can get away with. Now, the good news is that when you propose something, if they say no, there's 0 penalty. It's one of those things it's better to ask than not to ask. So, generally, if your chances are in the red, then there's no penalty for asking, but there's also no point in asking, because if it's red, it's just not going to happen. So, anyways. Alright. Oh, damn. 2 levels up. So at the top are all the factions that are currently in the game. You don't have to worry about them too much. If the reason it's going so fast is because we haven't seen them. So what they're doing is kind of irrelevant to us, because like it could be happening on this part of the map, but since we've never been there, we wouldn't know. Therefore, it's not important for us to see.
Revenge incarnate.
Okay, anyways. Let's, I kind of want to take out Vicious Gobspit over here. So let's focus on that. I don't want that guy to get too powerful. He's already kind of concerningly powerful, so the sooner we deal with that guy, the better. Okay. I think that's all we can do for right now. Oh, he might be coming to attack us? He is! Oh. Stupid choice. You can see in the yellow that we're gonna win. Now, if you like the grand strategy part of it, you do not like the RTS part, totally fine. If you press auto-resolve, the game will just automatically think about who should win and just tell you. So, if you're like, oh, I'm not good at RTS, you can just press auto-resolve. But in this case, I like fighting the battles. I've been trying to get better at fighting the battles, so we're just going to fight them. Even if we're going to win. I mean, experience is experience. IRL experience.
I will have passage. Understood. Yes.
So far, we haven't lost any units, which is good. But the downside of fighting here is that the forest kind of obscures. It kind of obscures who's hiding in it, and I mean, it can work to your benefit, but I really don't want to deal with it, so we'll just do this. All right, and then we will turn this way. There's so many, though. I don't know. Like, it said we're gonna win, but there's a lot, man. This is no small number. Generally, when I play dwarves, I'm pretty much all ranged. The very little melee for me. I find that the dwarves' range is really tough to beat. So, missile specialist. Damn, everybody's tired though because of their marching. So, we're gonna have to keep that in mind. Let's go attack them. Shoot. These guys, the boar boys, are gonna go around and attack the back, so we gotta reorganize with that in mind. See. Ooh, I don't know. See, their units are weak, but there's a lot of them. And that's generally how the orcs are played. Like, yeah, they're weak, but there's a lot of them. Welcome in, Stefan. How are you? Howdy, partner. How are you, Stefan? Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you, my good man. How are things? Right now we're doing okay. I hate these things, dude. The boar boys. They're so annoying. Doing well, thank you. Excellent, excellent. Glad to hear it, Mr. Stefan. Glad to hear it. Let's increase the armor. What is this? Armor piercing missile damage. Damn. I don't know, dude. We're kind of starting to lose. It is pretty rough over here. It is pretty damn rough right now. I think if we kill the vicious gobspit lord, then we'll be okay. But we gotta kill him. It's gonna take a while. And Eris says hello to Stefan. Wish this Stefan. Damn it. Oh, never mind. I think we just killed him. Oh yeah, he's done. He's retreating. What happened to my... Oh. Ah, man, my guys keep retreating. Go get him! Go! Get back in there. This is kind of the hard part about playing this game sometimes, is trying to organize everybody at once. Can be a little tough. It says we're winning, but it really doesn't feel like it. It 1000% does not feel like it. Pretty sure we're losing. And I think it doesn't help that the missile infantry keeps attacking us. Oh no, actually, no, we might be okay. Oh, we might lose a lot of units, but yeah, they're all retreating. They're all getting kind of... They're losing morale really quick, so we should be okay. Otaku, RTS, am I right? Dude. Exactly. Exactly. RTS moment. Am I right? Am I right or am I right? What? They're retreating, but I mean, if their morale was better, I'm pretty sure they could take us. They keep running away, but... Alright, kill those archers, though. The archers are the most annoying. Oh, see, they retreated a little bit, but now they're getting all cocky again. Get him. Shoot. Man, I hate the horse units. This is tough, man. Okay. Everybody's just like running away. On my team and theirs. They just keep running. I'm gonna lose so many people from this. Thankfully, our hero characters are just fine. Man. I think the only reason that the game thinks we're winning is because my hero characters are doing just fine. But in any other circumstance, we would be losing. Damn. All we need to do is really just demoralize them. For those of you watching at home, blue is us. Oh, we just won. Yes. Pyrrhic victory. The enemy has cost you dearly. Do you even deserve to call it a victory? Yes. A victory is still a victory. Especially considering we deployed 536 people. They deployed 1,051, so... I mean... not too bad. He's getting away, but honestly, I don't think we're going to win. If we fight him again, I don't think we're going to win. So, let's focus on getting back to our station. We'll add more people to our army, and then we'll go back. Well, No, yeah, we're not gonna win that fight.
Ready.
Let's just head back.
Onwards.
Head back here, and then we'll start.
Revenge incarnate.
No, we're in the wrong stance, but... but normally we should be, whatchamacallit. Oh, we have a lot to level up. Okay. Excellent. Anyways, this is the game I'm playing off stream. If you're like, I wonder what Taku's doing right now, I'm either playing Space Marine 2 or I'm playing this game. Pretty much.
Zolrikas. Thoran.
Oh, that's right. Quarrelers are a little bit different. I thought Quarrelers were the rifle guys, but that's... Damn. Getting good units is going to be kind of hard then.
Belagar.
Well...
Very well.
Nah, we'll be okay. I'll just get those. Yeah. Era says Space Marine looked cool. I was watching that VOD. And why do you like that game? Space Marine? Space Marine is like... I don't know. I mean, I like 40k. It's more of like a feeling you get when you play the game, I guess. Like, I think the world of 40k is really interesting. I personally like it a lot. And Space Marine is kind of like fulfilling that, like, power fantasy, I guess, of just being this hulking super soldier fighting the aliens. It's really cool. Really cool.
Greetings on behalf of the Empire.
It's hard to describe without playing it, though. I highly recommend it. Highly
Welcome, ancient allies.
It's also on sale on Steam for like $17. Highly recommend. The first game... The second game doesn't make a whole lot of sense without the first game, though. The first game's on sale for $10. There's two different versions. There's the Anniversary Edition, and then there's the Mastercrafted. If you're going to get the Anniversary. Mastercrafted is a cash grab. And that is just the cash grab. This is pretty much the exact same skill tree as the dwarf skill tree, so...
It shall be done.
Excellent. This thing said hard, but I don't know, it's kinda easy so far. Kinda easy.
Honor to your ancestors.
Damn.
Approach us, friend, and make...
Damn. I'm trying to get in good with some of these guys, but it's tough. Whatever. The only thing I have to worry about right now is this one. The Skull Taker's coming towards us. Oh, you are not going that way. Crazy. Oh, no. Actually, having public order would probably be better. Generally. But Eris says, fantasy. You're telling me IRL you're not a hulking space soldier fighting aliens? I don't believe that for a second. Ah, yes. You got me. I almost forgot that's what I do in my free time. Almost forgot. Whoops.
To battle.
But yeah, I do highly recommend it. I think it's a really good game. I still recommend Darktide more. But Space Marine's really cool. Space Marine's really cool. They're just, to me, the 40k universe is so interesting. I think Warhammer Fantasy is interesting in its own way, but Warhammer 40k is more interesting overall, I think. But I am kind of biased towards 40k. Gonna stuff a little more food in my face.
True king. Yes. Going.
The nation calls.
What's interesting, first off, even von Leibowitz, we don't have a military pact. Why is he trespassing? I mean, we're like friends with him,
The
but
dwarves have come. I
I'll
hope
just
they
give
have
him a
brought it.
military pact. Oh, never mind. He doesn't even want to make a military pact. I don't think he wants to attack us, though. He is trespassing, but I don't think he wants to attack us. He doesn't really have a reason to be on our bad side, so.
Greetings. We may not...
Nobody wants to be our friend, damn it. Whatever. What? We've detected a force belonging to Wiesenland attempting to lay an ambush in Karaz Izor.
Praise Sigma.
You hostile? You're just hanging out.
I stand defiant. I thirst for the hunt.
So the Wood Elves are currently about to get into or are currently getting into a scuffle with the Orcs. Are we not racist against the Wood Elves? Are the Dwarves not racist against Wood Elves? Okay, if we help the Wood Elves, though, then Carcassonne doesn't like us, so we should probably stay out of that fight. I was gonna align with them, but we should probably stay out of that fight. That could... We could help them, but we'd step on somebody else's toes, so... Also, the elves are kind of stupid overpowered, so... They'll be fine with or without our help. So that will not be necessary. Okay. In the meantime, let's make a little thing to get some rangers, and then we'll head to the south and take over this area here. Not too bad, eh? Not too bad. Okay, this Wiesenland guy is leaving. The miners would dig to the core of the world if they could, but this time they may have tunneled too far, bore too deep into the roots of the mountain. For something stirs, something dreadful. Unhappy populace and negative growth. Damn.
Revenge incarnate. Seeking vengeance.
Okay. We've made it to Zarak's. We've finally made it. Oh, diplomatic relations with all factions would be good. compromise is best.
Rival power comes to parley, demanding a change in your mutual relations. Consider their offer carefully.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy on an unrelated note? So, supposedly the best way to play this game is by playing Warhammer 3 in a game mode called Immortal Empires, which is the rough equivalent of what we're playing right now, except it includes more factions. You know what's crazy? Warhammer 3 has like $100 of DLC or something. But not only that, if you want to play as the factions from the first and second games, you have to buy the first and second games, and you have to have the DLC for the first and second. So if you wanted all the content that Warhammer 3 has to offer, you have to buy Warhammer 1 and all the DLC, Warhammer 2 and all the DLC, and Warhammer 3 and all the DLC. Isn't that crazy? Anyways. But Era says, wait, didn't you get Age of Empires? How has that been? Or you haven't started that yet? I started like 10 minutes of the tutorial, and then I was like, I'll do this later. And then I didn't get around to it yet. So I've only played like all of 5-10 minutes. But I haven't really touched it much yet. That's kind of in my queue. Did you play Age of Empires, Era? Have you played that before? I'm glad you remembered. Very interesting. A reckoner has approached requiring guidance on how to settle a dispute between the two clans. Both are claiming ownership of a mine. One has remained loyal to you for centuries, and the other has opposed you for many of your edicts. We don't really have mines right now, so it doesn't really matter. We'll align with Karak Norn. Okay.
Ready.
And then I guess we'll go here, and then we'll just start attacking. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna win that though. Damn, they have a lot of guys in there. It's just a bunch of orc boys though. Damn it. Okay, let's head back. We're not gonna win that fight. If I had a bunch of rangers, we could, but we're not gonna win as it stands. So.
Lord of the Angrund.
I think getting rid of these dwarf warriors would be good.
Belagar Ironhammer.
Not good. But Error says, no, I got the original when it came out, but I got it on my Microsoft phone long ago. And I really like that gameplay. Not sure how it is now. The game I got is the second... a remaster of the second game, so it's probably not too different from what you've played. It's probably like borderline the same thing. But I hear it's really good, so I'm excited. I'm excited to play it. It looks pretty exciting.
By my hammer, I should slay you where you stand.
Non-aggression pact? I mean... honestly, if anyone's gonna pick a fight with the Wood Elves, it's probably gonna be us. So I don't think... I guess they could pick a fight with Karak Norn, but they don't really care about Nord right now, so... you know what? Sure. Non-aggression, sure. Fine. Oh. Good. Good. Error says, no, but I got the original. Oh, no, I read that one already. sorry, my
One's heir.
my chat for some reason, it has like, there's like this banner thing that keeps alternating every once in a while, and it makes it look like chat moves. Sometimes chat actually moves, but sometimes it just doesn't. And I'm just going nuts, I guess. Okay. Greenskin Wa. So that's not good.
Yes.
I think we're ready, though. I think we're ready to fight Zaraxil. But Era says, oh really? Well, you're so into this game, but I'm not blaming you. This game's really good, man. Trust. Trust me, this game is so damn good. It might look complicated, which is the reason why I haven't really streamed it, but dude, I love this game. Love it, love it. But Age of Empires 2, I bought it. It's definitely like on my to-do list. I just haven't got around to it. Got around to like actually like sitting down and like really playing. You know? I tried to play Mountain Blade Bannerlord Jew as well, but that is a lot.
True king has it. Ranged firepower ready. Yes, then.
All right. Behold, the ultimate cheese strat. Missile infantry upon missile infantry upon missile infantry against the orc boys. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna win. I should probably back up a little though, just in case. Oh yeah. Well, actually, big yikes. Well, they're running away for some reason. Maybe we'll be okay. Maybe we'll be fine. I don't know. Why are they running? For what purpose? They don't really gain anything by running. I should probably spread out a little. Nah, well, it's fine. Well, is it though? We'll find out. We might be okay. I'll see they're running again. What are you doing? Weird. Okay. Let's set up a new line, I guess. We'll do like spoilers and...
Range far, range fast. Advance.
Close enough, right? Finally back. What happened to RimWorld? I didn't feel like playing it. I would much rather play this right now. People were just dying. I didn't know how to advance. I was having a hard time, so I was like, I'll just play what I want to play. So, I think I'll probably get back to it later, but I'm gonna have to do a lot of off-screen research to figure out how that game works because there's too much going on. I don't understand what I'm looking at. So, where we left off, like one of the 3 colonists had died, and I didn't know how to fix it. So, this, on the other hand, I understand just fine.
Yes, yes.
Oh wow, a little castle in the background. But can't say I didn't warn you that it's hard. Yeah, I think it's more of like the UI. I think is what I'm having the hardest time with. The UI is kind of hard, but which isn't to say it's a bad game. I just need to do some research. I thought I could like hop on stream and understand it, but I don't understand. Oh yikes! I don't know if we're gonna. Well, might be a little early to tell. Everything in the front should be fine, but the side stuff's what I'm worried about. Hey. Okay, we just took out their lord. Nice. That guy's dead. Hopefully everybody else retreats. But Appy says, yeah, UI, but there's also no hand-holding either. Yeah. I had no clue what was happening. But it's fine. I think I might either watch a video and then try it, or I might do a little bit off stream. As it stands, I don't know what I'm doing. So instead, I have opted to do what I would have been doing off stream, which is playing Total War Warhammer. And let me tell you, things are going pretty okay right now. It's going pretty okay. It's not like as good as could possibly be, but all things considered, it's not going too bad. Right now, I'm trying to... They're getting kind of demoralized, so they keep moving back. But I know they're going to come back forward, which is why I'm not reorganizing yet. Oh, shoot. Never mind. Go stay over there. Oops. That's not what I meant. Oh, no! Let's reorganize it. Okay, we just won. Nice. See, it's all about ranged units, ultimately. It's all about range. Melee takes too long. Melee takes too long. If you can just pelt the enemy with arrows, you're going to do a lot of damage. And it's heavily demoralizing, which will make them more likely to flee. At least that's what I've noticed in my experience. Okay, we have captured the settlement. There we go. The base now belongs to me. Excellent, excellent. And then we will decree a commandment of high taxes. Because I need money. And yeah. We should be good for now. There we go. We're pretty much going to have to use this one thing to get all the way over there. But our upkeep is increasing by 50% until we capture this side, so we're going to have to move our way over. I don't know if any of the any of the dwarf factions are going to be mad if I make friends with border princes, though. We have a non-aggression pact.
You have a proposal? We are willing to hear it.
Man. They condemn great power, but our power's not that great. We have only one army. But they don't like Black Venom and Bloody Hands. Maybe we'll... Damn. A lot to level up.
What brings you here?
Defensive alliance. Actually, we're kind of... Yeah, we're pretty well aligned with them, so... Sure. That's fine. As long as they're not picking stupid fights, it should be okay. And let's move all the way over there. And then we'll try to hang out right here so that we should be able to finish off this orc army. Hopefully. And then if we can make an alliance, or... Sorry, if we can gain military... Is it military alliance? Or not military alliance. If we can get an agreement with the border princes...
I am ready to parley. I hope your words are wise.
For military access, then that would be good. Because I have to go through their land. I have to go through their land, but I don't want to be on their bad side when I do it, so... Okay. We do have a trade agreement now, which is good. But they still don't want to give us military access. Yeah. I guess I'll just wait.
Greetings, stranger.
We'll just wait. We'll ask Wiesenland with help. We'll ask them with for help with the orcs.
Dowie from another hold arrive. 'Tis a great day.
Military alliance. Excellent, excellent. Yes, yes. Yes.
And what can the Dowie do for you?
Okay. Looking good.
What? Moving out.
Then we'll move really close to them and hope that they attack us instead of attacking my settlement. Because if they attack us, we're going to win. If they attack my settlement's toast. Okay, they're running. Wanaz, clanless dwarves have come to the hold hoping for sanctuary despite the shame such charity would bring upon their ancestors. A small lessening of our honor by accepting them is made up for with a boost to population numbers. Cool.
Grudge bearer. It shall be
I think I can attack them outright. They might run, but I'll try. Yeah, they ran. Damn it.
Journeying on.
Just out of my reach. And we have have just established connection with Talabekland.
And what can the Dawi do for you on this find?
And we have a defensive alliance with them, which is great. Zuftbar. We'll leave them alone for now. If they want to be friends with us, that's cool. If not, whatever.
You have a proposal? Greetings, stranger. I am ready to parley. I hope your words will...
It's still improving, though. I think in a few turns we should be able to walk through Border Prince territory. Crooked Moon is making its way towards us, but not our problem right now. Okay. Damn, they're so far away. All right, Border Princes.
I am ready to parley.
Military access, please. How's about this? You give me military access, and I join war against... No, I don't need to do that. I will pick a random fight with someone that I don't even know.
You have a proposal? We are
just to get military access. How does that sound?
I am ready to parley. I hope your words are...
Damn.
Welcome, Dawi. Do you bring a gift of Gromril to aid in negotiations?
Oh. I did not need to be friends with Zufbar. But alas.
And what can the Dawi do for you
I
on
did
this?
for some reason. Well, the good news is that we're friends with 3 of the Dwarf Realms, so that's, you know, a good start. A good start. Okay, should be good for now. Oh, I should have walked over a little, but... Oh, yep. See, this is why I didn't want to be friends with Zufbar. I had a feeling that they were going to get attacked by the vampire counts. Or von Karstein. And they did, so... See... Military alliances sound cool. The hard part is that if someone declares war against your ally, you either need to enter the war that has nothing to do with you, or you have to break the alliance, in which case they're going to hate you for it. So in this case, I'm going to have to enter war. Yikes.
Have you come to pledge me your loyalty?
Zufbar is asking me to join their war against Bloody Spears. Okay, honestly, that's fine. We're gonna have to fight the orcs regardless, so... Honestly, they might die from the vampires, before that even matters, but...
I stand defiant.
See, I don't want to walk into their land. They're currently just hanging out in Border Prince land. I really don't want to fight, like, over there, because that's considered trespassing. But Black Venom is considered an orc faction, so if I trespass there, it doesn't really matter. They don't like me anyways, so...
Lord of the Angrund.
What? Wait. Trespassing has diplomatic repercussions. Whatever.
I'm special.
It's fine.
Ready.
so far. Border princes, please.
Greetings, stranger.
Military access. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, how's this sound? Okay, so military access, but I joined the war against Black Venom. They still reject it. Actually crazy. Military access, but I think Bloody Hands is considered orc as well. Military access, but I joined the war against Black Venom and Bloody Hands. Okay. Now they accept it. So, good. Now I can trespass on their land and it's not a big deal. So. The bad news is that we're at war with these guys now, but the good news is that it's free XP. I'm pretty sure they only have this one. So, we should be okay.
I am Belagar, true king of the Eight Peaks.
Oh! Wiesenland wants a military alliance. I thought it was the Skull Takers wanted a military alliance. I was like, why would I? Okay. Yeah, sure. Since we are allies, let's go take out this, the orcs. Beheld in Grimnir's seething sight, Bugman Brewery was once the greatest of all brew houses, where the fabled Bugman's 5X was created, a few casks of which still exist. But it all ended when the Groby fell upon the fortified brewery, enslaving and killing the Bugman clan. And worst of all, drinking the ale. Such an atrocity is a grudge that can never be truly settled. Go and slay the greenskins to salve this open wound. Okay. Sure.
Yes.
I think Scabby Eye is considered orc.
True king of Eight Peaks.
Let's... I can't really see that well on the map, so we'll move slowly. Just in case.
I am ready to parley. I hope your words.
Damn. We're currently the third strongest, somehow. We're the third strongest on the map. Strongest faction. But I only have one army. Which is strange.
You have a proposal? We are willing to hear it.
Man, the Southern Realms, they just don't like us. We know the Empire now, so
Greetings from Sigmar.
let's say non-aggression and military axis. I'm totally fine with being friends with the Emperor. Or not Emperor, the Empire. And I think Averland would be good too.
Welcome, ancient allies. In these troubled times, dwarves are a
Defensive alliance. Nah, I don't want to form too many alliances, though. I'm more inclined to form alliances with the dwarf factions, but I really don't want
Fellow Dowie, it is an honor.
I don't want to make alliances willy-nilly. The dwarves are, like, always aligned with us, since we're of the same category, but...
Honor to your ancestors.
Dude, this is going significantly better than when I was playing dwarves. Everybody's just on the same page. Before, it was hard, man. Getting everybody to, like, get along. Now it's just super easy.
Friends of the Empire.
Okay. Can't believe how quick this stream is, man. Okay, we might want to help our allies. I don't know if they're going to survive against Crooked Moon. Ah, dude. We also have to defend our own. This is going to be a problem. That's a big problem.
To battle?
Because they're really close to one of my settlements, and I can't really afford to lose any settlements right now.
Let me think about it.
Those guys are gonna have to handle themselves for a bit. Well, hold on. Is it bad to be friends with the Wood Elves? I mean, honestly, it would be nice. Oh, never mind. One of the Wood Elf realms is at war with one of the Dwarf realms, so... yeah, let's not do that. Man, I really want to see Backrooms now, man. I don't know if I want to see it badly enough to buy a ticket, but... A night movie and some popcorn does sound kind of nice. Would I just go by myself, though? Kind of sad. Can't think of anyone who's available tonight. Ah, damn it. I knew it. I knew this was going to happen. Is this even worth fighting? That's not worth fighting. There's no chance for that. Okay, well, we're going to kill that guy. Wipe out that army. Oh, he only sacked the place. He didn't raise it. Damn.
Yes. On my way.
Not good. For the wisdom of Valega.
Greetings, stranger.
How hard is this non-aggression pact? I feel like a non-aggression pact shouldn't be this difficult. It's always just like...
Come, Ken.
The non-aggression pact is simple, right? It's basically, if you don't punch me in the face, I won't punch you in the face. Let's sign this agreement that we won't punch each other in the face. And the people I'm trying to ally with are always like, I can't guarantee that. Like, okay, I appreciate the honesty, but please sign the paper. Because I'm trying to establish good diplomatic relations. I can't do that without the paper that says we're not going to attack each other. Storm clouds gather in the north. There are rumors that the barbarous tribes residing in the shadow of chaos have ceased striving against each other for the attention of the dark gods, and are instead banding together. Suckling at the teat of chaos, the hordes grow in strength. It seems only a matter of time before the dam breaks and a tide of ruin bursts forth to engulf the old world, corrupting or destroying all in its path. Marshal your strength, nurture the sinews of war, build your walls high, gather warriors to your banner, and temper them in the crucible of battle, so that when the time comes, you may yet weather the storm. That guy really just sacked my settlement and just ran away. That's crazy. Alright, Talea. I'll help you
Greetings,
with the orc
stranger.
problem. If you just... Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna let them get attacked by the orcs, still understand why we have... why we have alliances after that. We'll just leave that as it is. I need more money for what I want to do.
I stand defiant.
If I walk over there, I'm gonna get penalized, so... Probably shouldn't do that.
Setting forth.
Okay.
Ready.
Man, there's like nothing we can really do. I mean, I could go further to the east, but going further and further to the east kind of puts everything that's happening here goes at risk the moment I start moving east. I mean, I guess I could take Stone Mine Tower, maybe. Whatever. I'm gonna see what happens with that. If we can take out that one army, the one orc army, then I'm fine leaving my base, but as it stands, I don't think it's a good idea. As things currently are. I can't believe it's 2:30, man. I still feel like I just woke up. We're gonna have to take an L for a little bit, but... Damn. In an ideal world, we get some of these guys to do our bidding, but... I don't know.
Honor to your ancestors.
I don't know.
What brings you down from your mountain halls, dwarf?
The Fey Enchantress, are you an elf? Bretonian. How are you a Bretonian? And every time you bounce like that, you just go straight off the screen. Do I want to make friends?
I serve the Lady of the Lake.
Non-aggression pact. Sure. We could be friends with them, though. We're gonna make friends.
Dowie.
Let's be friends.
What do you wish to discuss?
Never mind. Military axis. Now defensive. No. Okay. Stirland is friends with the Empire. Making friends with the Empire generally shouldn't be too bad. As long as... This should be fine as long as none of the dwarves declare war on anybody in the Empire, because that would be a huge problem.
Come then. Only Sigma's god, Ulrich, can judge it worthy or no.
Let's make friends with the Empire.
Greetings on behalf of the Empire. Now what brings you here with a sheathed blade?
Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. Damn. I'm trying to make my guilds in such a way that it prioritizes buffing ranged units. Preferably. I mean, we still have to, you know, melee units still have their place. It's not like we can always do just ranged, but I would like to make my range stronger. Dwarven wagon trains transport caseloads of shot, buckets of crossbow bolts, and casks of black powder to the coming fight. Yes. Okay. They've moved far away enough that I don't think they're going to be a problem.
Grudge bearer.
So let's
Will be done. Iron hammer.
let's move over to start attacking orc settlements. And I want to get the siege workshop next, but we gotta save some money. Okay.
I am Belegar, true king of the Eight Peaks.
Are you nuts? Join the war against the border princes? Why? And why are you at war with the border princes? Have nothing to do with you. Whatever. Damn it. See, we're in good with the border princes, though. I'm kind of inclined to... I'm only inclined to help Karak Hearn because they're dwarves. But outside of that, their conflict is stupid. So I don't feel like losing a trade partner because this guy decides to declare he's at war with the border princes. So I don't think anybody cares about them, though. If Hearn turns against us, does that... I'm not going to join. That's their problem. I don't want to be on their bad side, but that really is their problem. But yeah, they specifically don't like us because of our treaty with border princes. So.
Belegar Ironhammer. Very well, I will do as you ask. I'm gone.
Okay. We're gonna attack the stone mine tower. It's been so long since we actually got into an RTS fight. I want to make more than one army, but we don't have the money.
What brings you before the heir of Lund?
We don't have the money because we haven't conquered enough. For the wisdom of Valaya. Skull Taker's obliterated, nice. Damn.
To battle? Our ancestors would be proud.
established contact with Kislev. All the way on the other side of the mountain? How? Okay, you know what? Sorry. So, Hearn is at war with border princes, so
And
diplomacy...
what can the Dawi do for you on this fine day?
We can't get them to stop a war. I thought maybe you could. But... Shh. Okay.
My axe thirsts for war. Belagar!
Okay.
Together we're stronger. Let our clans be
I'm gonna
as
be
one.
asked to fight border princes. Yep. Border princes. Please kill border princes. In return, we will give you $3. No. I'm not gonna help Karakern. If they turn against us, I really don't care. That's it. Appy says, Hitaku, I'm gonna go see Shaq for dinner. BRB. Already, Appy? Tell Shaq I said hello. Please let him know that I miss him. Mr. Shackerson. I need to call that guy. Find out what he's up to.
I will
Sounds good to me.
True king of air beams.
Sounds good to me. Here you go.
Kazoot!
There you go.
Let the vengeance begin! Ready to fight! I approve!
Okay. There we go. There's barely anybody. This should be a simple fight. So I hope. Nice and straightforward little skirmish. Just inching forward. There we go. They don't even stand a chance. I don't even know if they're gonna make it to our front line. Yeah. They do not stand a chance. They didn't even hit us once. They just got pelted with arrows and ran away. Took 0 losses from that one. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I am ready to just absolutely obliterate the enemy. Okay, so that's looking good so far. I think we should be good.
In these dark times, we should stand together.
Military alliance. Join war against von Karstein. That's fine. Sure.
Your prestige grows, my lord. News of your conquests spreads far and wide. Your developing power is noted by even the most distant of kings and bestial lords.
With the time of woes a distant memory, the dwarves should look to the future and the restoration of the Karazhan core. The more territory around and even beyond their traditional mountain homes the dwarves can claim, the more their ancestors will be pleased. Sure.
True king of 8 peaks.
I think you get attrition if you move over here, so I'm gonna switch to this here. Okay. Dwarves prefer accuracy to firing rates as they realize their increased firepower does not necessarily cause higher casualties. Sure. Okay.
Have you come to pledge me your loyalty?
What? Oh, military alliance. And they're gonna pay me. Sure. Wait. What's the catch? No, this is fine. Yeah. If they just said military alliance, I would have agreed regardless, but they paid me, so even better for me. Shoot him out of water. Ah, man, this is tough. I don't want to betray border princes, but you know what? I might have to. So many people hate border princes that we're just gonna have to. We're gonna have to fight border princes. Damn it. I really didn't want to fight him, but if Karak Hearn hates them and Averland hates them, combined, that's better for me than border princes. So, all right. You want to fight border princes? Sure. I would prefer not to, but damn it. Sure. Now we're at war with border princes. Damn it. Now I'm kind of pinched. Your warriors range deep into hostile lands, but all is not well. There are dark omens abroad, as if the shadow of some horned god was watching from the evil moon above. The army is fettered by Morsleb's glare.
Revenge incarnate.
Let's take care of this first, though.
Very well.
We can worry about border princes later.
Aye, let's hear what you have to say. Come, come, kin.
This is rough. I don't want to be at war with anyone in the Southern Realms, damn it.
Joey, attack! To battle!
Well, since Appy's at dinner, that means I can eat my chips on stream guilt-free.
Ready to kill!
These chips are kind of gross. These chips taste like how charcoal smells.
For the
And I don't mean that in a good way. It feels like I'm licking a grill. It tastes like I'm licking a grill. I forget what flavor this is, but I saw it in the closet and I was like, oh, cool, new chips flavor. I poured a lot. It doesn't taste very good. I mean, I'm still gonna eat it, you know? But it really does taste like charcoal. Tastes like how charcoal smells.
Yes, yes.
Dang. There we go. Yeah, see, the Thunderers in the front was a good idea. I should have been doing that a long time ago. When I was playing Dwarves, I didn't do that. But the Thunderers are practically shielded dwarf melee units that also have a ranged capability. So, it all kind of works out in that way. Interesting.
Kill it.
Nope. Welcome back to Kitsune. Hi, back again. Oh, welcome back, Mr. Kitsune. How are you, good sir? Have you been playing some basketball today? Basketball with the friends again? Ended up being on an hour-long call with a friend. Nice. What'd you guys talk about? Wholesome things, I presume. Oh yeah, basketball's tomorrow. That's right. Sunday. Okay, okay. Pretty exciting stuff. Pretty exciting stuff. Mr. Kitsune out there playing basketball. Making pals. Meanwhile, I'm just eating my weird flavored chips. Talked about our respective relationships in life. Nice. What, talking about the relationship dramas, mayhaps? Any dramas to fill me in on? Man, I gotta find a girlfriend, man. I would like a girlfriend. Nope. Triangulation. Yes. And Woundmaker. There. But Kitsune says, nope, specific drama, TBH. Just relationships requiring tons of work. Ah. I see. I see. Especially when you want them to last. Oh, no. Wish I knew what that was like, I say, as a tear falls down my face. But I get you. I get you. Understandable, Mr. Kitsune. Understandable.
It shall be done. True king.
Ah, shoot. I just took some attrition damage. Not a lot, but I didn't need to take damage. Damn it. Nah. Relationships are evil. Are they though? I don't know, man. I'm just kind of at a point where I'm like, I want a girlfriend, but at the same time, I'm like, not enough to actually ask somebody out, you know? I'm just too tired, man. Part of me is like, I would like a relationship, and another part of me is like, too much work. I don't know. Yeah. What the hell? Grizz Gut Stabber. He's right on my back. Is he gonna...
To battle?
If I start fighting this
You have my hammer.
Angrund, is this guy gonna step in?
Bring him!
No, he's not. Let's do it, I guess. See what happens. Error says, or sorry, Kitsune says, yeah, I feel that. And Error says, evil people are evil, not relationships necessarily. That's just my opinion. You're right. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, so. Yes, so. But I haven't been in a relationship for so long, man. So wouldn't know what that's like anymore. Sag. Ultra Sag. Oops.
Armed and ready. Very well.
I don't even get my hopes up anymore. Have you tried a phalanx charge? What is that? Actually, is that a strategy? Hold on. Phalanx charge. Phalanx charge historically refers to the coordinated steamroller-like advance of ancient Greek hoplites or Macedonian pikemen. The infantry locked shield and leveled their long spears, relying on collective mass and forward momentum to crush or push back enemy lines rather than individual swordplay. I see. I haven't really, like, kinda. It's our open field battles, not sieges. Kinda. If you're talking about, like, spearmen and shields in the front, I have done that before. But usually I do it more so with defending rather than advancing. Generally, I try not to attack too often. I like to hold the ground, but currently the way I have it set up is that I have corollary units in the front, so they have crossbows that they can use in range, but they also switch to shields and swords, I think. They switch to shields whenever they get too close. Arranged like an arrowhead for the charge. Let me see. Arranged like an arrowhead. Maybe if I say phalanx charge diagram. Phalanx. Phalanx transformation in ancient Greek warfare. I don't... wait. So is the phalanx kind of like you come around the side to attack? Trying to look at the diagrams. I don't know. Maybe if I saw it. I'm a little confused. And Era says, good luck with your basketball. Good luck with your ball. My good man. This whole fight right here should be a wash, but we'll see. Are we not close enough? Let's move a little bit closer. Just to make sure everybody can hit. I love this music. Alright, attack! Attack! Go, go, go! Honestly, everybody on the wall would probably be dead before we even break the door. I'm pretty sure they're not going to survive this onslaught. They might try, though. Yeah, check it out. Death upon death upon death. Insane. Actual arrow rain. Wedge formation. Not phalanx. Let me check that out. Maybe if I said Total War Wedge formation. Oh, I see what you're saying. I haven't tried this. I have not tried that. That is interesting, though. I didn't even think about that. I guess the hard part with that would be trying to get everybody to stay together. I think that'd be the hardest part. Because you can kind of see, well, I'll show you right now, but like how they move at like different rates when they move around. See how it's kind of lagging a little bit, lagging behind. Damn, I just killed some of my guys. Open the door, damn it! I'm still confident in our win, though. Should be okay. Yes. Satisfying, isn't it? How large are my chips? These chips do not taste that good. Oh, I think we just won. Did we? Yeah, we just won. It's that easy. They didn't have a lot of units stationed here, so that's kind of why it was so simple. We were just attacking a castle with no army, basically. They had whatever was in their garrison, and that was it. Ooh. When a Judge Writ Rock is unavailable, live goblin ammunition is just as good. Oblobber. Likes greenskins. What? Let's focus on our income for now. You see dragons? Yeah, I don't know if I've ever fought against a dragon, though. I fought against massive units though, but dragon? I don't know.
Lord of the Angrund.
But I highly, highly recommend this game. This game goes on sale for like $15. If you get the third game, it goes on sale for like $9. But this game is really good, man. The game is so good. Right now, I'm slowly trying to make my way. Well, okay, so this map is kind of hard to explain, but the gist of it is that the purple is us. We own the purple. Ideally, I want to take... There's like a settlement over here that my objective is to take. So I'm trying to make my way east, but we just started a war with the border princes in yellow here, which is kind of a problem because now it's like my two areas are separated from each other. So I'm going to have to try to take these guys out now. So I'm going to have to like backtrack here and take these guys out and hope that my newly acquired territory doesn't get overrun. So it's kind of hard. Should be okay. So this game exists in two parts. There's the grand strategy half of it, which is what we're doing right now, and then the other half is the RTS bit. So my guess is that it's going to be 2 or 3 turns until we're into another fight. I'm going to have to try my best to take out border princes. Oh. The dwarves of the Angrund clan have a special hatred of Urki and Groby, even more so than other Dawi, for it was the Greenskins, along with fell underground allies, that drove the descendants of King Lund from Karak Eight Peaks, a great hold whose majesty was eclipsed only by Everpeak itself. The entire Angrund clan can trace their lineage back to King Lund, and all became outraged at the thought of those dark times. So we need to defeat. Using Belegar's army, we have to defeat 5 armies or garrisons belonging to the following race of Greenskin tribes. Well, time to attack the border princes. I guess we'll go this way.
True king of 8 peaks.
Damn, it's gonna take us a while to get there, though. We could try to raise or create another army, but I don't know. Can we afford that? Yikes. No, I think we can. Should be okay.
Armed and ready.
Damn, I have no money. I don't have enough money. Oh, shoot. One of the Greenskin tribes is coming back to take their property. That's what I didn't want, damn it. I knew they were gonna do that. I knew it, I knew it.
My anger burns bright.
On to vengeance.
Rune Ricky. All right.
true king. To battle!
Alright. Now for another quick battle. See, the trick is to simply get an obscene amount of ranged units. And then there's nothing that the enemy can do.
Satisfy the grudge!
Okay. Well, let's do it.
Yes, yes! To battle!
Isn't it crazy how detailed all the side stuff is? Just areas you can't even go into. Fully modeled. All the way down to, like, shop signs. That's crazy. Anyways. Back to the actual normal fight. There we go. Dang. It's just a wash. They're just getting absolutely wrecked. Shoot again, damn it. There we go. I'm fast forwarding because it's just gonna take forever. There we go. We don't even have to walk inside. It's that easy to win. I do feel bad about wiping out the border princes, but I mean, we kind of have to, so. If it were up to me, they would live, but since we've allied with people that want them dead, we kind of have to. I can't even live in here. I thought we could, like, at least take the place over, but it seems that we can't even settle in the area. We just have to raise the place to the ground.
Lord of the Angrund.
They're gonna take out Stone Mine Tower, though. I can see him right there. There's not even a lot. Not even a lot over there. But yeah. You need a game like this for mobile? I'm sure there's something out there. I mean, Total War, just generally speaking, is like a massive franchise. There might be a Total War game out there somewhere. But if you ever get a gaming PC, dude... Oh, did you see the trailer for Total War Warhammer 40k? There's gonna be a Warhammer 40k version of this. So, it's pretty exciting. That isn't coming out until, like, next year. You did? Haha! Dude, I'm so excited. So excited.
Armed and ready.
That is, like, at the top of my wish list. If I could have any game right this second, Total War 40k. Oh! Okay, this is gonna be a hard fight, but we might actually be able to win. This hero character is rough, but outside of the hero character, we might be okay. Maybe we can just focus on the hero character and see what happens. I'm pretty sure they're gonna wipe us, though.
We demand blood! Dwarf warriors! Shoot! Down! Kill orcs! Dwarf warriors!
I don't know about this. Set up quick. Damn. Rough magic. Rough magic, and they have a grudge thrower on top of that. That's rough. I guess it wouldn't be a grudge thrower since they're not dwarves. For dwarves, it would be considered a grudge thrower, but technically it's not. Technically. Actually? Technically? But we can stagger him? Well... Good. This wasn't my best attack. But it's kind of hard when you have massive units like this. There's not really a good way to win necessarily. I don't know. Damn it. Now they're retreating. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose. It's these things in the back. The rock lobber. That's the most demoralizing, I feel. Without those, we might stand a chance, but as it stands right now, I don't think so. It is rough. Shoot. Yeah. Okay, these guys are just about dead. Okay, they're running away. We can focus on their leader, the wizard. Good. Okay, I'm gonna have my guys run that way. Then we'll take care of the giant. Actually, take care of the giant now. I don't know if we'll live long enough. That needs to be killed right this second. Oh my. Shoot it! It doesn't even have armor. Kill it. Oh, shoot. Those other guys are coming back. Kill the giant. Kill him. If you kill the giant, everybody else might run. Damn. Okay, okay. This is rough, man. Please kill him. Oh no! Okay. Oh, I didn't realize we had one guy in the back there. Okay, go, go. Run, run, run. The good news about the rock lobbers, or any artillery for that matter, generally the artillery is really, really bad at melee and close range. They're really, really bad. So if you can get close enough, it's game over. We're gonna win. They're actually almost out of ammo. So there's a possibility that if we just stand around and do nothing, we might win anyways. Hard to say. Oh. Yes, yes. And then yes. Excellent, yes. I'll see now the rock lobbers just gave up. They know it's over. Yep. I can't believe we won. That was sketchy, but we won, so. We just took out the whole orc army using a garrisoned trash. Not bad. Okay. Ooh. Chaos Rebel Uprising. Nice. That's their problem. Good, good. That's a them problem. I am not gonna step in the way of that. I don't really need to be fighting the border princes, really, but we might as well. We're already here. Oh, they're attacking again. All they have is like a hero that's 1 HP, and they have the 2 rock lobbers, so they're not gonna win. And I think we just got a little bit of health back since the last attack, so there's no way. It's over. All right, let's go. Charge. Charge. Get that. Ooh. What the hell are you throwing? Look at this guy. Having the time of his life. Meanwhile, some dwarves lay dead. Alright, go like that. Come on, come on. There we go. Excellent. There we go. Pretty simple. Ooh, that was the sound of my wrist cracking. Man, it's like almost 3:30. Not bad.
Well, I will do as you ask.
I need Thunderers, that's what it is.
Ready.
Thunderers units.
Ancestors hear us. Dragon.
Man, it's almost prime nap time hours. And then when I wake up, it'll be dinner. Oof. One of my archer units is really not doing well. Pretty low HP. We might use, we might lose that unit if they target it. But if they don't, easily replenished. Oh shoot! Yeah, they're gonna wait till we go up there. Crazy. Damn. I was hoping they'd come down to us, but I guess not. Ow. Okay. Go, go, go. Man, I kind of want to re-download Metal Gear Solid Delta just so I can get one more playthrough in before MGS4 comes out. So excited, man. Oh, damn. It's a lot of damage, actually. Never mind. All good. No big deal. Nice. Ow. So... Ow. Damn. So I hear that now Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires doesn't require you to own Warhammer 3. Thinking about getting into Immortal Empires, but I also feel like it'd be hard to come back to 1 if I went to 3.
Lord of the Angrund.
Damn.
Aye, up.
Okay. I can't put too many more units there. I'm gonna run out of money. Well, I think what I'll do... Call it Taku Clan Angrund. Okay, here's my other saves. I spent 425 turns on the Empire, so... And currently we're only on turn 37, if you can believe. So, we'll save that. Turn 38. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna call it here. It's about time for a nap. Or at least to sit in silence until I do take a nap. But, Kitsune laughs. Thank you for joining me today, Kitsune. Kitsune. Error. It's been a pleasure. Stefan. Brave. It's been a pleasure. Wiffle Waffle. It's been a pleasure. Giggles. It's been a pleasure. Appy. It's been a pleasure. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. And yes, Aspen too. Yes, yes. He's at dinner right now. But it's been lovely. Ha! The lovely is all mine. Or something. Anyways, you understand. But yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow for Dawn of War Definitive Edition campaign. And then Monday, Wednesday, it's pretty much just going to be the... it's pretty much going to be the exact same thing all week, this coming week. So, Anyway, schedule's already written. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Until next time, bye, y'all. Bye-bye, Error. Have a wonderful night. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for Dawn of War. I don't think there's anybody to raid. Yeah, we'll just call it here. Good night, everybody. Good night.